I'm good.
Brian Powell of I'm Run Far here with Anna Frost after her third place finish at the Rut 50k. Nice work, Anna.
Thank you.
You had some great racing this season and another strong performance here. You were running with Casey early.
Yeah.
When did she sort of pull away?
She pulled away just after the first aid station.
So like,
and yes, 7 or 8 miles.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really feeling much. I was feeling fine. I just wasn't really feeling much race in me today. And she was obviously running a lot faster than me on the flat. So I just said to her she should just get going,
Yeah.
you know, at a natural speed, because otherwise it's really hard to run at not a natural speed in a race. So yeah, but we had a really good gossip for a while. So
Did you?
Great. Yeah.
You had fun first
Yeah,
hour and change?
Yeah, it's really nice to share time with people when you're in a race. So.
And there were some flatter sections early in the race. So.
In the first part, for sure, yeah.
Yeah. And then you hit the Lone Peak and all those ridges and...
Yeah, well, the first ridge was really fun. Like, it was good to finally get off the running, which I wasn't feeling very strong on, and to start power hiking back up the hill. And then coming back down off that, I was pretty slow as usual. It's a weakness for me on the downhills. And then it's a really nice section in the part between the first peak and the Lone Peak, because you have a little out and back so you can see how everyone's going, cheer everyone on, and there was a lot of supporters in there, so that was really fun. And for me, I really enjoyed the uphill today on Lone Peak. It was really great.
Great views.
Yeah, it was really nice views, because last time I was up there it was snowing and cold and I couldn't see anything, so today it was really hot and lovely and
spectacular.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
And you're probably, once you pick your line, you can look around a little bit. And
yeah, well, all the marking was so awesome. Like the whole organisation of the race was just spot on. They did everything really, really well. Very, very classy. I couldn't fault anything from the race, so it was wonderful. Yeah.
You made some good time even though you maybe weren't feeling the flats early. Late in the race, you were moving pretty well.
Well, as soon as I got to the hills where I could stomp up them, I was happy. And then you just feel better when you're doing something that you've been doing for a while. So the last, I guess once I got off the mountain, because it took me forever to get off the mountain, then it was like a 5 miles flatter sort of running, and I felt good then. I felt like I'd actually warmed up. I found it really, really cold today.
Did you?
Everyone else I don't think were that bad, but
it was below freezing for quite a while.
Yeah, and I think I probably didn't actually warm up until I got to Lone Peak, which is at like 20 miles into the race. So the last 5 miles I was finally like, okay, I'm warm, I can run now. So yeah, it was this interesting day. I loved everything about it, but I just had no race in me. Yeah.
You ended up finishing third and tied precisely with Casey for second in the series.
Yeah.
Joining one of your teammates on the podium tonight.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Where do you go from here in terms of racing?
Well, for the next week, we're going to go to the Yellowstone and play in there with the team. Just have some really nice running. I'll probably race San Fran at the end of the year. We'll see. Maybe, maybe not. It's a long season now. You know, when you start in February in New Zealand and keep going all the way through to December, it's a long season. So we'll see. I'd like to spend some time down in the Grand Canyon and potentially do a few fastest known times down there. And I'd like to also get a 100 in before the end of the year, 100 miler. So that's hopefully going to happen soon.
Give a little shot to get into Hard Rock, maybe?
Yes, that would be the ultimate goal. Yeah.
Nice. And how do you feel about something like that in terms of...
I mean, it's the fun thing about it is it's exciting, but it's scary because you don't know anything about it. It's intriguing because you've never been there before. So you don't know how sore it's going to be or when it's going to be sore or what's going to be sore. So for me, that's really exciting. It's a nice new challenge to have to go against as well.
It's sort of uncharted territory for you.
Yeah, exactly. It would be fun. Yeah.
Because you can always see in one day to the next, like if you have a good day for racing or not, but it's familiar.
Yeah, exactly. But this is totally different. So it's going to be really fun to do. And like it's just another step to trying something new and stepping out of your own comfort zone.
And it's a step in the direction of Nolan's 14, which is something you've talked about a lot in the past. And having that even if Nolan's isn't quite that, I don't know, it's maybe a little under 100 miles, but
it depends if you go the long way or the short way, or if you get lost or not.
Exactly,
So,
but,
yeah,
but in terms of time,
it's about 100 miles.
That time will be about double.
It's about double, yeah.
What a 100-miler would be.
Exactly.
So,
but you're not running very much at all in Nolan's.
But this is a step in that, mentally probably in that direction.
Yeah, for sure. And I've spent a lot of time scouting the route now this year, and so I'm feeling pretty confident about having a go at it next year. But you know, that sort of thing, everything has to be playing your way. The weather, your food, your crew, everything. So, you know, it's it could take 3 or 4 years of having a go at it to get it done. Yeah. And that's what I'm looking forward to.
On the 100-mile side, physically and mentally, that's all new territory. But do you feel, having been around, attended a lot of 100-milers in support of your friends and teammates, that you're sort of somewhat comfortable with the preparation, either both training and nutrition and that sort of thing?
I've learned a lot from watching them. I've paced a lot of them, so I've seen how it looks from the outside. And they all give me a lot of advice, which is amazing. I've got great friends that are always like, well, you never know how much it's going to hurt until you're there, or if you want to vomit, you just vomit and start again. So all this stuff, it's like, wow, I never thought of that, but I learn. But I think at the point when you're actually at mile 90 or 99, then I think you're really like, wow, this was a bit of a journey.
Yeah. And then mile 70 and 80, you're thinking, this is a really hard
journey.
Yeah,
what am I doing here? Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Well, enjoy that journey, and
thank you.
Let's go to the mountains.
Yeah.
Hit Yellowstone.
Cool.